So I am in the car and I'm heading to the store. So I'm going to get some stuff from BJ. I'm hitting a Walmart. Uh, I'm trying to avoid Target. Hitting up Michael's and then the fabric store. So it's a lot today because I normally like to do a lot of my stuff on Saturdays, but it rained all of yesterday. So I stayed in the house, and so I made my first project, which is a pants. So you can see it here. And I've been going through my stash to figure out what I want to do for Easter because I really I didn't realize a few days ago that Easter was actually in March. So meaning I thought it was April. Oh, I had time. So I want to get started on what I want to wear for Easter because Easter is like, hanging out with the family, go to dinner, that kind of deal. So, and I always want to look like, because last year, remember this dress, this I love, which is a hack. It was two different pattern in one. And I made some adjustment to make it work, and I loved it. So this time around, I want something a little bigger. Um, that's what I'm going on. But then I'm also thinking of vintage. So I'm not sure, 100% sure, but I was looking through my fabric stash. A lot of stuff I have are more wintry kind of fabric. So I'm going to hit up the fabric store and see if something catches my eye that I feel I can do something with. And then come home and show you some books. I picked up a lot of books in the last 2 weeks. So I'm going to do a haul on the books and tell you the intention of some of the books and some reading projects and stuff like that. So this video is all about haul and essential things. So essentially I ain't got no food in the house, so I have to do that. So yeah, so we are heading out, and yeah, and it's a beautiful day, guys. It's supposed to be 60. I have all this stuff on because I gotta peel it off little by little. It's still kind of nippy. It's like 49, so I don't want to be too out there because I feel like I'm getting sick. I feel it, and I think it's because of the weather change. So I am like not playing with this. I'm trying not to let this be. So I'm taking stuff and all of that. I don't feel sick, but I feel like I feel like a bug is coming on, and I usually get one at this time of the year, and I'm like, So let me be careful out here. So anyway, before I keep blah 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 blah. All right, guys. Oh, and I don't know if you saw the red dress. I did put it on, and I did a reel on Instagram. That red dress looks so plain, but I knew on my body it was gonna give me what I wanted to give, and it's such a perfect date night dress. But who got a date? Not me. So I'm a little bit bummed out that I'm like, where am I going? But I think once it gets warmer, because it's the sleeve is 3/4 sleeve, so I feel like I would just take myself out to dinner when I'm in New York or go somewhere. But that dress is gonna get worn. I feel like that's one of those dresses that I am not just gonna have it sitting in the closet. I'm wearing it somewhere. Yeah. So anyway, guys, let me get on this road and enjoy this weather and get some stuff and come back in the house and show you my goodies. I also have a blog post that needs to go up. I did it already. I just need to edit and post it and edit those photos that's going with it. Yeah, so fun day. See you in a few.
Everything reminds me of you, but everything is not enough. Feeling out by the ocean.
Hey guys, so I am I'm back. So let's get through all the stuff I picked up and then get into the book. So we're not going to show you BJ because that's food. So, and essential. So let's talk about Michael's. So guys, you guys know I'm working on the junk journal. So this is where we're at. So I have inside almost done, not quite done. I still got to put some pocket in, and yeah, I'm still working on what to put as far as the pocket. The front is also not done. So we have kind of like a frame, which most of it is going to get stuff done on there. And of course here and here. It's going to be a little fussy in the front, even though this is kind of cute, but I want more. So I picked up, I really wanted some beads and some stickers and stuff. So I was a good girl. I did not go crazy at Michael's. So I got some, let's see. So I got some brush because I needed some brush. I had to throw away quite a few brush over the weekend. The bristle was just not any good anymore. So, and I got some hooks. I didn't really need to get it from there, but since I was there. Alright, so these are going to be used. These are roses. I'm not going to use the pink one, just the, well, they're all pink, but more so the rosy kind of pink. I think it goes well with this color, as you can see. Then the beads that I got, just because. So definitely pick these one up. I have these. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it, because honestly it's probably only, there's two things I wanted off it, but the rest I'm gonna save for something else. Then I have this, which I just got it because I like it, but I'm not using it on this project. And then of course these are the ones that I really wanted. Like I envisioned these. I'm hoping that my needle can fit through the holes of these. I'm not sure, because the holes is smaller than I thought it would be, but hopefully it's not a bummer. And that's it for Michael. So no, sorry. Oh, there's one more. I got these pearl chain. I've been wanting to make a white junk journal for a while now. I'm sort of scared of white because I work with a lot of ink, and I'm just scared that it's gonna get messy. But I think I'm gonna brave it and do a vintage white, and just deal with it. Pray it doesn't get dirty. But I saw this and it was also on sale and I could not resist. But this is gonna be so pretty. So I got it. So that's the crafting. Now the fabric place. So I went to the fabric place again. Proud of myself because I went in with just the intention of getting the fabric that I want. That's it. So I did get a fabric, but I also picked up some pattern. So I got this because I really love the pants, and I think the pants is so great. But I'm gonna start with the shorts because it is a lot of fabric for just a pants, and I don't want to commit to the pants without it seeing how it looks on me. So I'm gonna make the shorts, and then again, if the fit, I get the fit right, because essentially it's just the length that's the different. The waist and everything else is exactly the same as the long pants. I see how it works for me, and then absolutely make the pants. Maybe some yellow pants. I think that would just be great. Then I got this one. This is like a basic dress one, which is this right here. I wear a lot of stuff like this. Like I love stuff like this in the spring and summertime. It's just like an everyday flowing. I always feel very, a certain way. I just love dresses like that. And then I got the skirt that I saw and I said, yes, I need the skirt. Look at the cut. and the split in the front has pocket, and there's a side zip. And I really want to be able to do this and execute it, because this is such a staple skirt that I feel like in white is going to be amazing. In denim is going to be amazing. Any colors, it's just going to be so nice. And I'm really thinking of white to make it, and as well as in denim. So yeah, I picked these up. And the fabric I got was this. I think it screams Easter. It screams a pretty white dress with a little bit of volume. And this is the dress I was gonna make, and then I got the wrong amount of fabric. This is only 3 yards, guys. Apparently the dress needs 4. So I'm gonna look at my stash and see what other dress that I can make with this that I've been looking at. And then I looked at the pattern I intended to make this dress with, and I'm like, everything happened for a reason, because I did not realize the entire back of this dress is open. So this is an old pattern from Mimi G. And of course, the entire back of the dress is, I don't know why I think it's a zipper and they had it open like that, not realizing that it is all, the back is open. So this is not gonna work for me, because I would have to hack the hell out of it. And where does the zipper? It has zipper. So if the back is out, what do we need a zipper for? It says zipper and it has elastic. What exactly do we need a zipper for if the back is open? Like you crawling in, unless a zipper is the lower back. I can't tell by the image. So I'm assuming that's what it is. It's the lower back. Either way, this is not going to work for me. I'm a busty girl, and I don't do lower back like this. It's too low for me. So that was, so this is going to be done with something else. I have to work on it because I don't have that much time when you think about it. Easter's the end of the month, and I want to make sure I get some stuff in. So I also did get this. And this was very, very, very affordable. This is a knit, and I want to make a duster out of this. I think this time of the year, dusters are so nice to wear this time of the year, because like for instance, today was a perfect day for a duster because it's 60 degrees outside. So having a duster on with, you know, some denim and a t-shirt under, it's like, you know, the way to go. So I have a few pattern. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use, but I want to make a duster with this, and this is a lot. I think this is 4 yards, so I want to make it long, like ankle length long, that kind of deal. So this should be way more than I need for that, and that's it. As far as, oh, and I did get ribbon. So, and that's it as far as the art and craft. Still going to keep working on the junk journal. Of course, I have until the end of the month, but I want to finish it in the next 2 weeks. And yeah, because journal mood is coming up. Let's talk about books, and I have quite a few books here. So we're going to start with the actual books that was the one book that was sent to me. Everything else I purchased myself. This is Nowhere Like Home, and this one is about, it's a mystery. A woman disappeared many years ago, many moons, and apparently she was living off the grid. She had a child, and the particular woman who didn't know this but somehow end up where she's at, and things are a bit bizarre and weird. So it's screaming mystery, suspense. I'm gonna read it. I'll let you know what it's about. Yeah, it's a new release. I believe it just came out maybe 2 weeks now. Yeah. We got Walter Mosley, White Butterfly. This is the 3rd book in the series, which is the Easy Raleigh series. And I said I'm going to read at least 3 this year because it's 15 books in the series. There's no way I'm going to just read 1 a year, but it's been like that. But we're going to break it this year and read at least 3 of them. Love this. It is one of those going in blind because I already know the character because I've read the other two. It's the same character but different circumstance in each book. And he's just forever in trouble with some kind of law. So we'll see what he got into, what mix up he got into this time. Another one is also a series because, of course, March Mystery Madness is where all these books coming up, and we got Blanche Cleanup. Again, she's always somehow get herself in some family mess where there's some kind of murder or something happened to somebody, and she's the nosy older woman that likes to figure things out and put her 2 cents in everything. Yeah. Then this is a popular book that everybody has been reading. I've seen it everywhere, and it's mystery. So I picked up The Teacher. I don't know anything about Frida. I don't know nothing. So she's a new author to me, but I've seen her books around. Again, I don't read a lot from this genre, so for me, she's new. For you guys, she might be like, "Oh, this is old school. She don't wrote so many books." She's new to me, so we're gonna get into this. Teacher, a messy student, secrets, drama. Yeah, let's get into the classics. So, Miss Frances. I didn't realize she had so many names because the book I have of her only has Frances Hopper. The Watkins, which I'm assuming is another last name. Maybe she got married or whatever. But I was happy because this time there's no chapters missing. You guys know the other book I have from her. Chapters are missing, but none in this. So we're gonna read this. What I liked about this is I'm gonna read just a little bit snippet in the back, which made me want to read it. And Lola Leroy, the daughter of a wealthy Mississippi planter, travels to the north to attend school, only to discover that she has Negro blood. Yeah, sold into slavery to the South, she must struggle against the deprived intentions of her owners through the onset of the Civil War, while her brother, Henry, refuses to pass as white and joins a colored Union regiment to fight and rescue her. I was like, oh, we got some action pack going on in here. Is Lola gonna be a fighter? How come I never heard about this one? This is Victorian. All them times I'm looking for Victorian books written by a black author and no one inside. Yeah, I'm going to read this. I'm excited. And it says the general editor is Henry Louis Gates Jr. Find our roots, dude. Alright, here comes another one. The Conjure Woman and Other Conjure Tale. And this one is giving me, yeah, we have the stories in, oh, hold on, okay, this collection of 13 short stories is told by a former slave named Uncle Julius to a white couple who has recently moved to the South. And it says it includes some supernatural elements such as haunting, transfiguration, conjuring, were typical southern folk tale. It's on the bottom. It says, tell the magical story of slave women who were parted from their babies when the plantation owner sells her for a racehorse. Yeah. When is this originally published? It's saying it was, so it was published in parts. So I guess there's parts of it that was published here and there. So the earliest we have on the stories are from 1889. So again, Victorian. How did I not know? All right, that's one more classic we're going to talk about. But the next classic I purchased only because I want to read the new book that's coming out. And everybody know what book that is, James, because it's on a lot of people's list of most anticipated release for the year. It is on mine. But I wanted to read the book that is, I guess, retelling homage to, which is Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Now, I read this as a child in Jamaica. When I was living in Jamaica, I might have been 10 or maybe younger, can't remember, but I do remember reading this because this was my first like full-length novel as a kid. Now I remember bits and pieces here and there, but not too much to even give a review on, because that's tell you how long ago that was. I mean, I'm old. But I wanted to reread it because I wanted to appreciate what James is gonna bring. Because I know, you know, that author is fire. You know, after reading The Tree, I know his writing is fire. So I already know it's going to be one of those books that I want to enjoy in a way that, because I know the original, I can really enjoy what he brings to the storyline. So I want to reread this. And I know as an adult, this is going to be a completely different experience than when I was a kid, because I'm more of aware and more of the understanding of the tone and language used in books. I'm more aware of that now as an adult. I purchased this book because it had the original cover on them. So they it's a paperback, but they put the original cover. So when the book was released originally, this is the cover that it had. And I thought, oh, it had illustration. Ooh, that should be interesting, because it's going to give you vintage feel. That vintage feel of reading that kind of book with illustration in there. And I love vintage book with illustration. Then when the book came and I started flipping the pages and I'm looking at some of the illustration. And let me tell you, I don't know if I want to read this revision. The illustration is just disrespectful. The illustration, some of it is funny. Some of it is funny. Absolutely funny. But some of the illustration, I'm like, if you've seen this, you let me know. But I'm gonna push through it. I'm gonna push through it. It's really giving me Boo Boo the Fool. It's really giving me I mean, where's the one that really took me out? So, did beside the words that's gonna like the language in this that's already gonna piss me off, did I need to see the illustration while we're doing this? But we're gonna do this. But I'm fully aware the problematic issues with this book. But let's move on. Then the next book is also a homage / retelling of another book, but I didn't read that book. So I have that book sit on my shelf for a minimum of 10 years or more, and I've yet to read it, and that is 1984. I've not. So I figure I'm gonna read it because we got 1984 retelling, and this is another one where I feel like I'm gonna appreciate it more because I read the original. So I'm gonna read the original because it's sitting on my shelf for too long and I need to get to it. So then I'm gonna read this and of course give you guys a review. Yeah, we got to the books. Now the last two books are interesting in terms of why I picked them up, but of course we have Tina Williams and 7 Days in June. She's that author. So I wanted to read, you know, a love song for Ricky Wilde, and because it is given a vintage vibes. It is not vintage, but it's given a Harlem Renaissance vibes to it. So I thought this is gonna be like one of those beautiful love story, and I am going to read this. And I was tempted to read it already, and then I said, I'm gonna wait, but it's gonna be read this month. I feel like this is gonna be like in between some of these other books. Pick this up and read it. And then the other book, I don't even know why I got this book. Only because I miss this vibe of this book, and that is Mary Monroe's Mama Ruby. I love The Upper Room. I love God Don't Like Ugly 1 and 2. And she's an author that I feel like she can write heavy subject matter. I do mean heavy subject matter, but in a way that you find humor in it. Like, she can make you laugh through the heavy things. And I enjoy God Don't Like Ugly. I always recommend people read that. The Upper Room, absolutely. So The Upper Room, there's a character in there, Mama Ruby, and this is her story. And I always want to know her story because she was not the most nicest woman. She didn't play, you know, she's that woman that could tear up a town, don't care. A lot of people are, you know, a little bit intimidated by her. But I wanted to know her story, so I never read. And I said, you know what? Let me get into why Mama Ruby was the way she was. And maybe reread Upper Room, because I missed The Upper Room. That book was so good. I think I gave that book a 5-star. It was one of my favorite book of 2015. So, video got cut off a little. But I read this in 2015. The Upper Room in 2015. So it's been we're talking about 10 years, almost 9 years since I've read that book. It was my favorite book of 2015. Not my favorite book. I think it was like number 2 and number 3 on my list, but it was in the top 10 favorite book of 2015. And I haven't read any book from Mary Monroe since. So I figure I will read the spin-off on this. You can see the back, where the Upper Room in the back. She did a cover change. I personally prefer the old cover. The old covers were animated and it had the retro look. But I understand in the business of publishing that sometimes your book need a refresher, maybe fresh audience, maybe eye-catching. So all the books that she has all now has a new cover. So if you've read some in the past and you're wondering, the covers are different now. So I'm here for her, you know, try to get new audience. And I feel like, again, Mary Monroe is slept on, but she's really, really good. Especially Southern storyline. Messy Southern storyline. She's it. Alright guys, so that is all the books that I picked up. Now, is it the only books for this month? Absolutely not. There's 3 books. There's 1 book that's coming this week. 2 books coming this week. And of course, James comes out, I believe, the 19th. And those 3 books are a must read for me. They are on my list. And one of them I'm probably going to be reading this week because it's just like I want to get to it. And then I'm going to start, of course, all these mystery and suspense books. These are going to be priorities. So these are also the priority for the month. These 4 books. So yeah. Let me know. Are you doing any murder mystery? Are you reading any mystery this month? Let me know. And see you in the next one. So, alright guys. Bye.